Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I would request you to must watch this video. It's quite amazing. I had a conversation with a Pakistani woman and she shared about her journey of learning English. How did she learn it? Now she is teaching. And but before that I would like to tell you something about an AI application called Sparky. If you are someone who really want to improve your English but facing trouble because you don't have any partner to speak English with, then this can be a really your life changer. Download this application from the link in the description given below and try to use it. You can just practice anytime with Sparky 24 by 7. It will provide you a non-judgmental space. You don't need to worry that what others will think about your English, because you are going to connect with an AI app which will help you practice your English. So before I move further, just look at the demo.
Hello. Today we will learn to introduce ourselves. Tell me one thing that you would like others to know about you.
I am 5 years working experience. I have a BSc degree.
Great effort. You shared good information. Try saying, I have 5 years of work experience and a BSc degree. What do you enjoy most about your job?
Very good evening, ma'am. How are you doing?
Very good evening, ma'am. I'm good. I'm fine. Thank you so much. Thanks for asking. What about you?
I'm also doing great. Thank you so much for asking me too. So, before I move further in the conversation, I would love to know about you because you are absolutely a new face for me. I haven't seen you anywhere on anybody's channel, so I really want to know about you.
This is Sadia. I'm from Pakistan and I'm a homemaker and I'm online English language teacher. And as far as my education is concerned, I have done BSc B8. And regarding my hobbies, I like to reading, self-help books and watching English movies so that I can improve my English. And I love traveling. I like it very much. And a part of that, I run my YouTube channel by name of Fluent Talk. And yes, I create videos
Mhm.
for learning purpose. That's all about my site.
That's amazing. So, you have done BSc and now you are teaching online. You're teaching to kids or the adults?
No, I teach beginners, English language beginners, students.
Okay, English language business. And how long have you been teaching?
I've been teaching since long, but after COVID, when I start speaking, because I have been teaching before COVID in schools, or you can say get married before, I used to teach. But at that time, I was teaching other subjects, science, math, English subjects. But after COVID, when I started speaking, I started learning grammar, so I started teaching grammar. The student who know, who don't know, who needs my help, so I started teaching with them. And now I'm doing the same thing.
Okay.
But speaking part is quite challenging for me. Still now I'm struggling to speak
Okay.
more better. Yes.
Okay. But I was about to ask you that you're already so fluent in English. I mean, did you ever face any challenges to speak this language? Because I cannot believe that you are facing any trouble speaking in English. You're so fluent right now. As I said that you are so fluent and natural. Can you share how your journey with English started?
Before COVID, I was teaching, so I have some problem, speaking
Mm-hmm.
problem. Now I cannot speak with others because we don't have environment, and in my era, we don't have this kind of gadgets or internet. So it's very difficult for me. But after the COVID, we got so many WhatsApp groups, and then we connect with each other every day. Then we started speaking with them. And now still I am practice with my co-learners on daily basis, but I feel that I fumble sometimes, and I go blank sometimes. I could not find the good words in conversation, so struggling.
This is very common. I mean, it happens with everybody. For example,
Mhm.
people tell me that Karishma, you are a fluent speaker, you speak natural English, but many time it happens that I go blank. Sometimes I feel stuck. But what I do is whenever I feel like that I don't have anything to speak on this particular thing, I just try to rephrase my sentence or talk about something around that topic, and that's how just I go with like that. But I think it's
Yeah.
very common to feel fumble sometimes, sometimes to take pause, and all native speakers, I have seen them.
When they speak with so many pauses because they believe in expressing their idea naturally, properly. It's not that they
Hmm.
focus on their English, that how am I speaking, but what we Indian do, we are more focused on how we are delivering, whether I'm fluent or not. Your idea is that, I mean, correctly delivered to other person, that's not our concern. So
Right.
we should not do like that. Our thinking should be
Hmm.
that whatever we want to say, we have to deliver it. Even if I need to take
Right.
pauses, that should be fine. Right? So I think
Hmm.
we have to change our mindset about
Because we are
fluency.
afraid of judgment, na? We are afraid of making mistakes. Yeah, it happens with us. So that's why we feel that, oh my God, the other person, what will think about me? I am making so many mistakes. I am fumbling. I am taking so much pauses. But yes, you are right. It's natural because we are not native speakers. We are acquired this language. It takes too much time, and I don't know how long will it take in future. I need myself. I daily practice with my co-learners.
Okay, but tell me one thing. Have you ever feel judged because of your language, that you spoke something wrong and people made fun of you, they mocked you? Have you ever feel like any kind of situation faced in a previous life? No?
No, before, if I talk about it, before the COVID, when I was in school, so of course I was feeling that I'm not that much speak that the other person, but they have their, background was English medium. They can speak
Mm-hmm.
better than me. But now, when I started, of course our people judge me, but when I started with my co-learners, they
Mm-hmm.
encourage me a lot. They said no, it happens because we are acquiring this knowledge. We are not native speakers, so don't worry, ma'am. So I feel that they helpful. They help me a lot. They encourage me, and yes, I'm doing this the same thing every day.
But I
uh,
feel that more than
Let them
others.
judge.
Mm-hmm.
Let them judge because they will judge. There is no other work to pose their nose in other matters. So let it be.
But I feel that most of the time it's not the other people who judge us, it's only us. We keep thinking in our mind that, okay, he is
Size,
going
no?
to judge me. What if he will say anything? What if I speak anything wrong? So that's fear inside our mind. I mean, I don't find any people who commented on my English negatively or maybe creating fun of my English. I have never seen these kind of people in my life. Though I will tell you that I was really pathetic in English. The time when I was not fluent, I used to speak broken English. I used to stuck a lot. I used to write very pathetically. So, but
Hmm.
nobody has ever made fun of me. I don't remember that much. So I think that
Hmm.
fear is in our mind only.
In our mind, yes, yes, we think a lot
We think
because
a lot. Yeah.
we think that what other person would say. Because I have created many videos, but people watch, but they don't comment. So I haven't give any comment, bad comment, negative comment. No, I have never get
Oh,
it. Yes.
that's great. Okay, if I would ask you that, what methods helped you the most? Self-practice, watching content, or interacting with co-learners? Which of these helped you a lot?
I would choose the uh, speak with my co-learners
Okay.
because it helps me. It helps me. It works wonders for me because we don't have any environment. We don't have people to speak. But these platforms, like application, others application, I started using initially. But right now I use WhatsApp group, and they help me a lot. We talk and we understand other culture, other cuisine. We try to I want to know what cook they were the signature dish. So I asked them, please give me the recipe. So in
Mm.
this way we can learn. But this is the very nice, I would say. There is no other way. Just speaking with co-learners, I would go for that.
Even if you would have asked me, I have the same answer. Though I used to self-practice also, I used to listen to videos, content, and everything. But I think the thing which helped me the most, it is speaking with co-learners every day. And I have been following the same routine for the last 3 years. Every day I try to communicate with somebody because the moment I stop practicing, I feel like that I don't know English. Recently, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I was not feeling well. My throat, it was not supporting me well, and right now also I'm not, it's not properly, how to say this, it's not properly fine, it's not working well. But that time I quit my practice for a week, and after a week, when I resume my routine, regular routine, and start having conversation, I was feeling I don't know English. Why am I stucking a lot? Why am I fumbling a lot? So, I mean,
Hmm.
because it's a second language, we have to pay a lot of attention, and we have to do a lot of practice as well. Without practice, it cannot, we can't learn it.
I can resonate your whatever you said that you were busy. Last week I also were very busy. I could not join anyone. I could not connect with anyone, and I feel FOMO. What happened? What is going on in the WhatsApp group? And but I when I started again, I were talking with others. So I was feeling feel bad because I fumble a lot. I took up pauses. So I was thinking, oh my God, if we take a gap in between, so we would not do this because
Mhm.
it will not work for us. We have to keep practicing every day.
Yes,
The
it
more we
has a
practice,
direct
the more
impact.
fluent we will become. But it's
Definitely.
very sometimes it happens because we are homemakers. My son has got married last year, so he came last week
Mhm.
because I have a granddaughter as well.
Oh,
So
wow.
she was very little. Yeah.
Okay.
So I could not do anything. I could not create any videos. I could not talk with my co-learners. So I was feeling very, FOMO. But now I have on track.
Okay.
So we connected today, and I'm very thankful to you, ma'am.
So where does your son live? He doesn't live with you?
No, no, he lives some other place. He lives in the flat and with his wife because his office is very near to. I live very far from my.
His office, okay.
I live in the city, but his office is far from in this house. So he said to me, "Okay, ma'am, we can live here." I said, "Okay, no problem," because me and my husband we are living here, and it's okay,
So are you able to
fine.
manage your all household chores alone and take care of your husband also?
Yes, because I have a maid. She comes for cleaning and mopping, and sometimes washing clothes. But I wash my utensils and cooking. I
Mm-hmm.
do myself. Yeah,
Nice.
I feel okay. Okay, no, no problem.
So
Sometimes
even
when I feel not good, so I feel, oh my God, there is no one to take care of me. But it happens, ma'am. It's a part or parcel of life. So
yeah, that
no
is true.
problem.
Even I can resonate with this feeling because my parents are also living alone and they both are in the age of, I mean, 60 plus. So both are
Hmm.
facing some or the other problem, and I am not able to visit them often because of my children, because my children are so young. So,
Hmm.
or if I will take my children with me, then it is also difficult because if I have to visit the hospital in Delhi or
Oh,
Gurgaon hospitals, they don't allow kids to enter in the
yes.
hospital. That is also one of the
Yeah.
things. So sometimes it's really become difficult for me. I think last week only I went to a hospital with my mother, and I leave both my kids with his father. And my younger one is only 3 years old. Somehow he managed to live with his father. But it's very
Hmm.
difficult actually because I think it is important to have a son. Sometimes I do feel like that.
Hmm.
So if I would
Yeah, it
have a
happens.
brother, he should take care of my parents at least. Wherever he lives, he should at least come and take care.
You have only two sisters, no?
Right. Yeah. So that is
You
very
have. I have watched your video. Yes, you are telling that your sister and you. Yeah, it's quite difficult. But
difficult.
ma'am, it's not a a big deal because in this era, children are not helping or not taking care of their parents. I have seen many
Even I have
women.
seen many.
Parents are living alone.
I can understand. But you know what? Sometimes what I do feel is what we are doing for our parents actually. Because I live with my mother-in-law, but I hardly spend time with her because I am busy in my own life. What I do, I just cook
Hmm.
food and serve to her. That's it. My responsibility is
Yes.
over. This is what I feel like, but this is not the actual responsibility. Your actual responsibility is to spend some time with them and give them the kind of comfort that okay, you are safe in this environment, we are there for you. But we actually,
Hmm.
the youngsters all, we don't do that. We feel that cooking food, serving food, this is only our responsibility, which is not. But yes, we like,
Hmm.
if for example today my husband, he is on leave. He took a leave because he has to go to the hospital with my mother-in-law. So that sometimes I do feel that it is important. For example, if he's a son, that is why he's able to take that leave and help his mother. And at the same time, I am there to take care of my children. So he don't have that worry. Who will take care of his
Yes,
son? That is the main
I
reason.
can resonate. Yes, yes, I
Yes.
can resonate. My daughter-in-law, my son living with his mother-in-law. Her mother-in-law living with him. You know,
Okay.
I'm living here, but she lives with her. So, yeah, I can't say anything, but I think
Yeah.
sometime, oh my God, they should be with me, but something happened in between, so they are living. They are
That's fine.
happily
That's
living
fine. I
there.
think, but sometimes I also feel that parents should live separately with their daughter-in-law or their son. The reason is because you don't get peace at house. Because kids, they, for example, I have two boys, and they are
Hmm.
making my mother-in-law's life hell. They keep shouting whole day, keep disturbing. She didn't get that peace actually. So sometimes she told me that Karishma, your parents are happy, at least they don't need to tackle all the kids and all. They are living peacefully their life. Then there is another
Hmm.
perspective come that okay, for this perspective it's
Yeah.
fine, but when they got sick, then they have no one to take care. So
Yes.
you can't get everything. Somewhere or
You
somewhere
can't.
you have to compromise one thing.
Yes, yes. This is a compromise. Yes, my son told my daughter-in-law that my mother will take care of my kid, na. So, but they came here last week, and I have to, take in the lap, and I feel so pain. I
It is
said no,
difficult.
I don't have this kind of, energy.
Ah,
I had
right.
earlier, but now. But you have to take care yourself. I will
See,
take care, but I cannot the whole day to go
exactly.
her. Yes.
So it is not easy to take care of grandchildrens nowadays. I mean, it is very difficult. And these kids today's this generation kids, they are so naughty. They are not like us. We used to sit if
Mhm.
our father is called just once. We used to sit whole day like that. But now kids are
Exactly.
not that like. I mean, they create very a lot of noise and disturbance all the time. She's not getting
Yes, my father was very strict person or very so we used to whenever we hear that he is coming from the office, we used to sit here and there and try to hide ourselves. And because he just look at eyes now, so we feel terrible.
feel
We feel,
afraid.
oh my God,
Yes.
he's now
Yes,
get angry.
that's
So
true.
we keep talk, don't talk, or
Hmm.
just open your books, starting reading, just show them that we are reading. Yeah, yeah, it
Hmm.
happens. But these days it's very difficult.
These days,
Children are
handling kids is difficult.
they rule us. They
Literally, yes. Right. Okay, so what inspired you to start your YouTube channel, especially, I mean, English channel?
Hmm. Because it is my old dream to speak English fluently.
Okay.
So after COVID,
Mhm.
my son encouraged me. At that time, he was not married, so 5 years back, so he encouraged me to start, teaching online. Then
Okay.
I started, but at that time I was lot of thing, I had a lot of on my plate. I was very busy, something. So I cannot continue. I was not that much consistent. But since last year, I consistent and I working on my speaking and I working on my content as well. So I would say it's my dream to speak fluently and
Okay. So
confidently.
has it ever happened that you had a self-doubt or negative thoughts that how will I manage? I'm not able to do that. Let's quit it. Have you ever faced these kinds of thought in your mind?
Earlier, I used to have this kind of thoughts, but now because of connect with co-learners, apps. So now I feel better. Earlier, I was, oh my God, what there is no one to speak. But after COVID, it comes disguise in what do you say in
Blessing in disguise.
blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise, and then it helps us a lot
And
to
you know
learn
what?
is whatever you want to
Mhm.
learn a skill, you can learn easily. Not
And
easily, but it efforts. It
It
take
needs
efforts.
effort, obviously, yes. But you know what? I have spent my whole COVID period just by cooking. I still remember
Mhm.
that that time only I have joined the TikTok platform, I think. Yeah, TikTok in
Mm.
2020. So I used to create videos, and after that ban, I was like deeply into YouTube videos. I used to feel like I want to create a channel. I want to be a YouTuber. The whole COVID period, I just think about cooking. I cooked almost everything, whatever I like to eat, I cooked because you might heard from my videos that I like eating food. I'm a foodie kind of person. And
Good
one of the
ones, yes.
favorite thing is like Golgappa water balls. I've never made that before COVID, but COVID made me cook or make that water balls. And
That.
I made it, I think, thrice or maybe more than that because I was literally craving for it and we were not getting at that time. It's not allowed to go out. Nobody was
Mm.
there. So I cooked samosas, golgappes, I mean everything. And that
You
was the
cook.
time I explore about YouTube also, that what I can do best on YouTube. That's when I've started a few channels. They didn't work for me. And then I was exploring each and every niche which can work better for me. So similarly, I mean,
Mm.
it is my passion since long time. Now I feel very content when I receive good messages from people. I feel that I have achieved something now.
Right, right. So, ma'am, I have curious about your journey. How did you start?
So my English journey,
And
my YouTube journey. I have two different journeys.
both.
Both.
Okay, both,
Okay.
both journeys I
So
want
when
to know.
I joined YouTube, that time I used to feel that I'm really fluent in English, but actually I was not. So I learned English before I joined YouTube. I was like focusing on listening, daily translation videos, and multiple things I used to listen in order to improve my English. So when I started my channel, I used to feel that I'm good in English. But later on, when I connected with few tutors on Clapping Go, that's when I got to know that no, I'm not good. I'm still making a lot of grammatical errors and my pronunciation is not up to the mark. That's when I got serious about, okay, I need to work upon myself. And that's when I start connecting with tutors. I used to speak with co-learners. I used to listen to a lot of YouTube videos. I think YouTube is such platform which helped me to improve my English drastically.
True, true.
So, and one
Mm.
channel I would like to name that Alina Reis. She was the one whom I used to admire. I would love to watch her videos because of her facial expressions and the way she articulate her thought. That is quite
Mm.
impressive. And it is quite unique as compared to the different people. I mean, people speak English, but without emotion. And when Alina
Without no.
speaks, she has a lot of emotion in each line. Whatever she delivers, it's with full of emotion. And that's when I believe that she was my mentor and I used to listen to her videos and I used to shadow her channel a lot. That's how I just
Mm.
became fluent and journey is still going on. I can't say that I'm perfect or 100% accurate in terms of grammar. No, I still needs improvement. Sometimes I make grammatical mistakes. Sometimes, not much.
It happens, yes, ma'am. It
Yeah.
happens because we need to more indulge into this, domain. Because we don't have any environment, we don't have any. But I think you speak with your children.
We both learned together. We both used to watch TV. We both used to watch that Kanchan Kishri ma'am's channel, Daily Translation. And then I started speaking with him. And ultimately, I helped him to speak fluent English. I mean, I am still not good, but he is doing good now. He has good
Right.
pronunciation, good grammar now. Sometimes he make mistakes unknowingly, but most of the time he's accurate. And
Right.
now these days now he's in third grade, so he's learning new word every day. So he discussed with me. So sometimes I feel that I did something good for him. Now I am learning
Yeah.
and he's giving back to me all those things. So
Of
yeah.
course, you nail it. You nail it because your children is speaking with in front of you. You feel good. So
Yes.
when my son was in this age, no, he was in eighth class. So I took him to the center and admitted him in language center. So
Okay.
he did 6 months over there. He spent 6 months over there, and now he can speak English as better than me
Oh,
because he was a university student. He used to speak with their professors and teachers. So now he can speak very fluently. So I feel good. So okay, no problem. My son is speaking better than me. So,
yes.
but right now, of course, I need more practice, more learn English. I'm doing every day. So
Hmm.
it helps
How
me,
do
or
you
I want to help
practice?
others as well.
Do you have a
Sorry?
WhatsApp group or you join some paid platforms for practicing
No,
English?
I have joined only WhatsApp group,
What's
not paid. Yes, there
okay.
are many groups. Yes,
Okay.
we drop the message, free to talk, so someone connect and we talked.
Okay, got
Everyone is helping each other. Everyone, fix each other crowns. So it's very good for us. I
hmm.
like it very much. Mostly people don't know. In my community, or you can say in the family, they don't know this kind of platforms.
Hmm. Right. There is a lizard in my front. I'm feeling afraid. It's in
Yeah,
my
lizard. Oh my
right
God.
wall, and there is a table, and she's going there. I don't know from where she come. Okay. So
Hmm.
yeah, what does confidence means to you personally?
Confidence.
Hmm. How do
Confidence.
you define?
Confidence. Yes. People used to say me, you are very confident. When I was in the university, one friend told me, yeah, you are very confident. And I was like, oh, what? Why did she so? Everyone in my home, everyone used to say this. She is very confident. But
Yes, you
I
are.
would say confident to become, to confront each and every situation.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to do this. Oh, something has happened, so I, become chody.
Okay.
Become, oh,
Bold.
you do this,
Okay.
you don't do this. So I started talking with them. I pretend to be a confident person. So confidence, yes. If I talk about my English, because this is my journey, I I try to be confident,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't confident, it will nothing. You can't do anything. So confidence build your life, I would say. And yes,
I think
confidence is very important life.
for me, what confidence is, I will tell you. I mean, from your experience, I'm telling you, when people put their opinion without any kind
Mm,
of fear or judgment,
mm,
boldly, that's when people say that you are quite confident, because
mm,
everybody doesn't have that guts to express their feeling to other person boldly without any fear. I mean, most of us, 70% of the people, they feel hesitant sharing or putting their opinion in front, but I think
mm,
those
mm.
30% who do that, they called confident. So confidence is something that help you grow in your life. If you're
Yes.
confident, you are automatically extrovert. If you're confident, you
Mm,
are not
mm,
hesitate to share your feelings or
mm.
anything. So yes, confidence
Right.
is really important, and I feel that that is the backbone of your life. If you're confident, I think you can do anything in your life. This is what I feel.
Yes. 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 Yes,
Right.
I feel always confident, because I told you now, everyone in my home, my father used to say that I was very studious person. I was very active in school, college, university.
Mm-hmm.
I want to, sporty person, I would say.
Okay.
But now I thought about my past. So my God, it was very, golden period of life. I miss that period. So confident, but those who don't have confidence, they can develop
They can
by, by whatever they want to learn. When I speak in front of others, na, so people say, "Oh my God, she's something."
develop.
In my experience,
Mm-hmm.
so my confidence will go,
Boost,
will level.
automatically boost. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. So I think if you want to do something in life, you should be confident. A little bit confident, or you can show that I am confident. Don't show
Even if
others, say
you.
I'm not confident, I am feeling nervous or shy. So somehow you can pretend
Hmm.
uh, you are confident.
Hmm.
Right. Now, right now, I'm also a little nervous, but I'm feeling. Oh no. Yes.
Okay, so why are you nervous? What's the reason of your nervousness today?
Because I have always self-doubt. Oh my
Mm.
God, her speaking is so good. Because I'm feeling that I'm missing somewhere. I'm, sometimes go blanks. Words are not coming in my mind. But see, my confidence.
No, you are quite confident. I think since the beginning, since you joined me, I can see you're speaking confidently. Even if you're not finding words, you are just substitute it with Hindi word or maybe some other word. So this is the
Hmm.
sign of confident people that don't feel blank. They try to fill that blank with something. So I think it's good to go.
Hmm.
Yeah. Okay. One mistake.
Yes.
Tell me one mistake that taught you the biggest lesson. Any mistake.
Any mistake regarding English language or in
Anything.
life?
I'm talking about the life. Yeah.
In life, but don't, you should edit it.
No, then don't tell me. Editing takes a
Oh,
lot of time. I don't edit much these days. And especially the last part, I never edit actually. I forgot sometimes.
oh my God.
I only edit first
Okay.
few minutes.
Uh, there are a lot of mistakes I have done.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, 12 years back, I went to the Canada
Oh.
for uh, I wanted to stay over there longer time, and you
Mm-hmm.
can say I wanted to stay over there. I don't want to come back,
Mm-hmm.
but something happens. I went there with my friend. She lives over there, but something bad happened there. I cannot disclose here.
Mm-hmm.
So then when I came back, I had to come back because
Okay.
the way the I have thinking so much about that I will stay there, that I will do that, but it didn't happen. So
Then.
I had to come back here. I spent a lot of money. So I was thinking that I should
Mm-hmm.
before going there I should have thought about it a lot. I should have advised
So how
other
old
people.
were you at that time? You might be young.
12 years ago I was in 39 years old.
Okay, 30, 39.
Hmm.
Okay.
My son was with me because my husband could not get the visa, so
Mm-hmm.
I went there. But it was, I would say, it's a mistake because when I came back, so
Mm-hmm.
everyone, ma'am, everyone was saying, yeah, you should ask us. You didn't ask. You didn't say anything. You should ask. You should know about. You are going in another world, in other foreigner countries, so you should ask first. Then you should decide. Yeah,
You
it
felt
happens, and
bad about it. People keep
yes,
asking
I
you or looking you at a doubtful eyes, like why she did that. She didn't think
You
about
spend
it.
a lot
And
of money. Even my husband didn't say anything, but the others are telling me a lot. They were, taunting me. Oh my God, ma'am, I can tell you truth that I spent 1 year to
Mhm.
overcome all these problems because my mind is not working. I was feeling so much all the time. I feeling guilt. Oh my God,
What I did,
what I
I
have
can
done.
understand. Yeah.
Yeah, but I somehow I
But I
overcome.
think
One of my
taking
friends.
risks are also important in life. Until you take risk, how will you discover your true potential? So sometimes it is
Right.
important. Sometimes you fail, sometimes you succeed, but definitely you might get some lesson from it, even if you face it. So instead of listening to the taunting, you just have that experience of doing it. Nobody has that guts
Mm,
also that they can just go like that. So you did it.
mm,
You, you thought big actually. It didn't happen, that's fine.
mm.
Sometimes we fail.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
So whenever I listen, someone is going, so I try to, advising him. I keep advising, do this. Do you just speak English? How to speak? You should know the laws over there. What is the women laws over there? They should know how to drive. I drive. I can drive now. So I
Okay.
have a driving license. So I went when I went there. So my friend told me, yeah, you drive.
Hmm.
Today you will drive. And then I started driving, and it was very good experience, but I was driving very slow. So we had a police car behind it, and he was honking us, stop, stop. My friend was sleeping in that uh,
Mm-hmm.
my
On her seat.
beside me, and
Mm.
children were sitting beside behind. So I stopped the car, and the policeman came, and where are you from? I said, he asked me, show your, international and driving
Mhm.
lessons. I showed him. So he will, okay, okay, let go, let go. So I learned so many things from there.
Yes, definitely
But
we
at
learn.
the same time, I feel guilty. Yes, I should have advice from someone expert and
Mhm.
my elders.
Mhm.
So yeah, this is my mistake I have done in my life.
Okay. So now are you feeling happy that you are living, teaching, following your passion,
Yeah, yeah.
YouTubing?
Yes, I'm very happy.
At the
I
end,
do
that is.
whatever, because in your country you can do whatever you want. In other country
Hmm.
you can't do anything. You have
Exactly.
to abide by their laws. You have to, we have to be careful,
Right.
because you can, if you're driving, you have to, see the speed limit.
Hmm.
Keep in your mind. And here,
Every country's rules are different, and I'm telling you, for example, I'm from India, and this is beautiful country, I would say, because we are living a dream life. If you go to North Korea or maybe some other countries, you have to follow that much rules that you feel that your
mm,
life is like a hell. But people are doing it because they are habitual since the beginning. But now we have spent half of our life in India. Now,
right,
if somebody asks us to settle there, it might be difficult.
right. Very difficult. Last night I was watching a video, reel. It was from Hong Kong, man. People are living in a tabut coffin type of room. I have literally, tears in my eyes that, oh my God, we should be thankful to God. We are
Yes,
living here, we have home, a big room, but we should count our blessing all the time. So
right.
I was, from yesterday, I watched that video. I feel very much thankful to God. I have everything. So
Yes.
life, you will receive ups and downs in life. So it's not a big deal. You have to be go
Always we
with
should be
flow.
grateful whatever we have
Hmm.
because what
Right,
we
right,
have,
right,
many people they don't have that. So we should
right,
always
right.
respect that. Okay, by this note, I would like to end this session because it's hardly 1 minute left, and this conversation can disconnect at any time. But I must say that you are a quite joyful person, jovial person. I love to connect with you, and even in future, if you want, we can definitely connect with certain topic or maybe some other discussion. But this is
Yes,
our
yes.
first meeting, but it didn't seem like it's first meeting. I enjoyed a lot talking
Right,
to
same
you.
here. Yes, sir. Likewise, because I'm so much thankful to you. You joined me. You answered me promptly, and I will tell you that I got your number from Madam Gulnas. You know Madam Gulnas.
Okay, yes, I know, I think, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I asked her if you have. So I will want to talk to Madam Karishma ji. So thank you so much, Madam Karishma.
Okay,
Thank you
but
so
you can
much.
call me Karishma only. No need to say ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your time, man. You're just so generous. Yes, I would say.
Okay, then. Bye-bye. Thank you so much. Have a nice
Bye
day.
bye. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
See you later, inshallah.